is a 1971 mint condition Buick Riviera.
You know, Ray, you really don't have to do this. I'm sure I can find someone who'll lend me a car.
How many people have we asked?
Well, basically everyone I know. It does seem rather curious that they've all decided to leave town at exactly the same time.
It uses top-octane fuel, 20-weight oil.
Ray, this is silly. How are you going to get to Florida?
I'll fly. It'll be worth the $600 to get rid of you.
Are you aware that the gas tank in this particular make of car explodes on impact?
You want to ride in the trunk?
Ray, you know, I appreciate this offer, I really do, but you have some kind of special bond with this vehicle. Now, I'm not saying I understand it, but I do respect it.
Shut up before I change my mind. Now, in the care and operation of this vehicle, there is one thing to remember and hold above all else. Never, I repeat, never used a lighter. Of all the original parts in this car, it was the most difficult to replace. It took me 7 years to find that lighter, and since I've owned it, it's never been depressed.
Then how do you know it works?
I know in my soul. Do not adjust the passenger seat, open up the glove box, or use anything other than the preset radio buttons.
I'll take good care of your car, Ray.
Don't worry about a thing. Really.
One final piece of advice. The man sitting across from you is a felon.
Accused. Accused.
Do not trust him, do not talk to him, do not listen to him. And most of all, do not think of him as a human being. Think of him as a parcel that needs to be delivered, and you will be okay. Do you understand?
I'll do that, Ray.
And have a nice trip.
Thank you, Ray.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Oh, Ray. What's the best way to get to the I-90 from here?
Oh, don't worry, I know. I'll show you.
Thanks, Ray. Bye-bye. Hi, Ray.
How far is it from Windsor to Miami?
Ray, this really isn't necessary.
Just answer the question.
1,314 miles.
Okay, we drop the guy off, you take the bus back, and I'm only 4 hours behind schedule.
Well, not quite. 4 hours and 20 minutes. We still have to pick up Diefenbaker.
They left Chicago in the cop's car. A green 1971 Buick Riviera. There's a plate number.
They'll be taking the interstate. We should get to them before they reach Battle Creek. Thought I told you to pay him.
I tried. He wouldn't take Canadian. What do we have left in the cooler?
Sandwiches are for later.
What, can I have a pop?
My hands are cuffed behind me and I'm strapped into a seatbelt. What if we get into an accident?
Shut up.
I think we're lost. Are you sure you know where we are?
Yeah, halfway between freedom and incarceration. Now you keep your eye on that map. I want a state-by-state countdown until we get to Winnipeg.
Windsor.
Yeah, like there's a difference. Damn, I should have brought the snow chains. Do we really got to cross the border?
Yes, Ray. Although, you know, I imagine they'll have a dog sled at the bridge in case we should get stuck.
See? That's some kind of facetious Canadian humor. The kind of thing that must really knock them dead up around a bait house in Newfoundland.
Sorry, Ray.
Would you back off? Get off me. What is he, deaf?
Yes. You know, I think he feels sorry for you. He senses you're in some kind of trouble. He'd like to help. You see, wolves have a very difficult time understanding the idea of incarceration.
Undo my seatbelt. Yeah.
But they do understand the law, don't they, Diefenbaker? So, Ray, once you drop us off at Windsor, your trip to Miami should be fairly simple. You take Highway 18 west toward Leamington, then catch the ferry.
Ferry? Is Florida on an island?
No, this is the shortest way across Lake Erie. You know, you might want to call ahead for the schedule.
What's a schedule?
Like a schedule.
It's every hour on the half hour.
I'll phone.
And then you get on the 250, travel 109 kilometers.
Kilometers? Look, Fraser, when we cross the border, you can start talking in Canadian. Until then, let's stick to English, okay?
You know, Ray, actually, it's quite simple. Converting kilometers to miles, you simply multiply it by 5/8, so 109 kilometers would obviously be 68 and an eighth miles. Well, strictly speaking, it would be 67.69 miles. But still, the 5/8 rule is a very handy general guide.
You know, I know the guy who invented kilometers.
And then from Milan, which parenthetically most people tend to mispronounce as Milan, you would stay on the 250 through Norwalk and...
I go south, okay? That's all I need to know. I go south.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Well, you can go in Canada.
Ray.
No, I understand. You know, my father used to hate this stuff. I remember once driving through Peru to a peace conference in Machu Picchu.
You know what, McDonald? I don't think you ever had a father.
Were you driving from Ayacucho or from Cusco?
Actually, no, from Lima.
Oh. How fast are you going, Ray?
Not fast enough.
Can we go a little faster? Those kids in that bus were laughing at us. It's one of those little short buses.
I think I'm already speeding. These stupid road signs. What's 60 times 8/5?
96.
Ray, I think that was a state trooper traveling in the westbound lane.
This is the US of A, Fraser. Cops do not ticket other cops. Now just keep your eye on the map.
The sign.
I saw it. I gotta drive! Some people, huh?
Well, perhaps they weren't expecting someone to come up behind them at roughly 93 miles an hour, Ray.
Hey, isn't that what defensive driving is all about? Assuming that the other guy's gonna do something stupid?
Whew, that did it. My kidneys are gone. We have to find a washroom.
We don't have washrooms in America. We have restrooms. The minute I see a sign that says washroom, we'll pull over. What are you doing?
Well, I thought I'd read
That's
this.
the original manual. Do not open that.
You've never read this?
No, I've never cracked its spine.
I cracked my spine once.
No one's listening to you and no one cares.
Punctured a kidney, which is why I need to...
Shut up, which is why you need to shut up. We'll stop when we need gas.
Oh, we're gonna stop before that.
Want to bet?
Drive safely now.
Yeah, you have a real nice day, too. I'm starting to understand why people hate cops.
Just doing his job, Ray.
Is it too much to ask that a person be allowed to relieve himself?
Look, you and I both know you're just stalling for time. If you really had to go, you could have gone back there. I've already lost 20 minutes of pull time. We're not stopping.
Is this the original upholstery?
It's really quite simple. To convert from miles to kilometers, you simply multiply by 8/5. So the 55-mile-an-hour limit obviously converts to 88 kilometers per hour.
I appreciate the warning, officer.
You folks have a nice trip.
Thank you, officer. Nice, folks.